What's up, the squad? Back with another video. Y'all seeing the title's going down. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for me, please. Y'all seeing the title. Y'all seeing the title. I gotta read this. Enough of me talking. Oh, please, go make sure y'all follow my daughter is almost at 1K, so I would definitely appreciate if y'all were to follow my daughter, Rennie Rain. I know a lot of y'all said, oh, I don't follow kids. I don't follow, and I trust me. It's one of those things, but a lot of the times me or her mother will be in a video or both, depending on what it is. When it comes to her videos, whether it's vlogs, toy review, or scary videos or other reactions, but I wanted to get her familiar with the camera, her wanting to be a YouTuber, and she's only 3, she'll be 4 this year, and she's very, very, very smart, very, very smart. But definitely appreciate y'all if y'all get her to 1K. But I gotta get into this. It says this right here from World Peace Movement. Kamala is not, will not, should not, cannot, absolutely must not ever be considered for the position of governor of California. Not even an alternate universe where pigs fly. Nope. You know what I mean? And it's pretty wild. I don't know when people are going to learn, obviously seeing from her campaign, and honestly what she was about, everything up until, the video that I will be showing y'all that, things even got crazier. Let's check this out. This is James Carville. I'm pretty sure that's how you say his name. If I said it wrong, I apologize. Admits he failed during Kamala Harris campaign. Let's check it out.
I'd say, bro, first of all, I totally agree with that person. It's very depressing. But if you're doing political strategy, if you have an airplane crash, you got to go back and find out what went wrong. You don't say, well, let's just forget about it and move on. No, was the flap set in the right setting, or, was there something that the pilot didn't pay attention to? I don't know, but it is sort of depressing. But, Michael, there's a simple, basic rule of politics is voters want an election about them. They don't want an election about you or your opponent. And for too much, we lost that. I lost it myself. We made it about Trump, and we didn't make it about voters. And it's never a good idea. And how could I, at 80 years old, been doing this for 50 years, lapse into that level of stupidity? I got to ask myself. But I think we did. And, let's learn from this. It's a disaster. I agree. It's depressing, but to have an event like this and not learn from it, I think is the biggest mistake we can make.
So, and that's the thing. What I feel like a lot of people weren't obviously understanding, which it kind of makes me mad in a point, because it's like, you put out so many, and I'm only, I'm obviously I'm only one person. There's other influencers, other, independent journalists, other people that are, in these spaces and have, a great audience that they, obviously put out the truth and what's real. But at the same time, it's like people aren't understanding. Like, people literally, I've even said plenty of times, like, you have these Democrats, and a lot of times they're just focused on bashing Trump. They're focused on, okay, we're about to talk crazy about Trump. We about to say this about Trump, rather than, okay, what are the mistakes? What are things that we can fix in our own party? What can we do? And that's the thing. I'm not going to say that's why Trump won. We all know why Trump won. He won by a landslide, but more so of why they lost by a landslide and lost that much, and a lot of people didn't take her serious, is because of the things that she was doing. People were too focused. Like he just said, a lot of people, especially Democrats, were focused on Trump and what Trump was doing, even down to the core to where Kamala was copying policies, from Trump. So it was a big mess up. Literally, he literally said, we made it about Trump and not voters. He said at 80, after 50 years of this, how did I lapse to the level of stupidity? And one thing about it is, it's easy and it's common sense. That he did that, as well as others, just for the simple fact, you have Joe Biden, you had Kamala, and you had Kamala swoop in there, and everybody was focused on, okay, let's talk crazy about Trump. Oh, we don't like Trump, And when people are hearing Trump, what do you think people are going to do? People are actually looking to, okay, well, is Trump really a bad guy? What did Trump actually do? And when they see that Trump didn't actually do these things, and, it's more so of a witch hunt, this, that, and the other, what do you think people did? People look towards Trump. And that's what people aren't, realizing. It says right here, Dems, nobody elected Elon Musk. Then you got me. Nobody elected Kamala Harris. And that's I'm going to be real with y'all, bro. That's what people fail to realize too. And one thing about it, I feel like this is something that people used as an excuse. You know what I mean? Everybody wanted to, I love Kamala and Kamala this and Kamala that. But then it's not like that she done lost by a landslide. It's like, let's all point the finger at Kamala and still hate Trump. Like I don't get it. I honestly don't get it. And it shows you all of their characters. I'm telling y'all. It truly does. And one thing about it that I absolutely hate when it comes to what they say, and we gonna get to that. I'm pretty sure if I'm looking at my notes right. And somebody said reckless team. Y'all always say reckless team, bro. I promise y'all, I wouldn't lie to y'all. I'm the only one in this room, bro. I'm the only one in this room. And one thing about it, bro, I do everything by myself, bro. So for the people that think that I have a team, I don't have a team whatsoever. Everything, when it comes down, and this has been going on for 4 years, even when doing music, comedy, sports, different things that I was looking at, vlogs, everything I did, by myself, intro, outro. And I obviously, I'm not tripping. Like I don't think I need a team. I mean, it'd be nice to, but me personally, I do everything, by myself, which is pretty cool. You know what I mean? And there's others that do it too. And there's nothing wrong with having a team. So I don't want to sit there, and make it to where all you have to do it, with the, you don't have to. But for the ones that saying that, I have to mention that because I forgot to at the beginning of this video. But one thing that I do hate, when it comes to, like I said, I'm going to get to it, is that now Democrats, with the Democratic Party and everybody that, loved Kamala, loved Joe Biden, everybody's looking at the facts, well, what possibly is it that we're too focused on Trump? Is it that now they want to try to figure out, like, it's a lot of that is too late for that. It's way too late for that. And I'm telling y'all, bro, it makes me sick to my stomach because people, and there's still people out there that's actually following what The View has to say. What we don't get to Jasmine Crockett, whatever her name is, AOC. Following these people that are obviously not even trying to be funny, under investigation. Things that they've been doing. We're gonna get to that though. Let's check it out. This Kamala in New York. Obviously, y'all know what. Something was in the cup.
And then, but spirit's tired, but it cannot be defeated. Never let anybody defeat that. Because then what do we have left? When we think about like these moments where we see things that are being taken.
It's the highest volume go. So I might have to turn y'all TVs up.
But also let's see it as nature.
Or phones or iPads or whatever y'all watching on.
Also let's see it as nature abhors a vacuum. So where there's a vacancy, then let's fill it. Right? And let's know that the reality is that the progress of our nation has always been about the expansion of rights, not the restriction of rights. We're seeing a U-turn right now. For those rights to be maintained, which means we have to be vigilant, and it's just the nature of it. I mean, look at this beautiful play and everything that we know.
Look how they look. Look at this dude on the right. Look how they looking at her. And then look at this dude right here. Look at his face in the red. I'm telling y'all, bro, when it comes, I feel like watching Kamala on video is something, but I feel like if you see her talk in person, it's like worse. And I feel like you're not gonna get that effect. Well, I feel like you are. Obviously, we see it, but like I feel like people that's in denial, you know what I mean? People that's in denial, they're not gonna get that effect until they actually hear her talk, like in person. I don't know what they've been watching and seeing. I done showed so many videos as well as everywhere else, other influencers, that's showing different videos of how she's acting and like what she does. I don't know if those people are just in denial about her simply being this way, and like I don't know what it is, but you can just tell by these two guys' faces what is wrong with this woman.
This beautiful play and everything that we know, he was suppressed. He had to suppress so much, but he knew, and he took those risks. But we have to be clear-eyed. And it doesn't mean we don't see the beauty in everything, right? These things all coexist. But I believe we fight for something, not against something. Right? And that's our optimism, right?
Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, with that.
I'm starting to feel like well, I guess she couldn't pay for these people. I don't know. But but literally watching the whole video, she said a whole lot of nothing. Said a whole lot of nothing that didn't make sense. I'm telling y'all, it is literally insane, bro. It is literally insane. But then again, like I said about when it comes to Kamala and this and that, check this out from The View. I played a little bit of this yesterday. I think I'm pretty sure, but check it out.
The people keep saying, "Well, why aren't we hearing from people?" It's not that we're not hearing from Democrats. They're out there. Yeah. Jasmine Crockett's out there. AOC is out there. Yeah. People are out. Chuck Schumer, we see Chuck Schumer. You're not getting the coverage because they're boring. Mm-hmm.
But that's the thing. They're under investigation right now. Both. They're not named. The thing is that I don't know what it is when it comes to the whole of the Democratic Party. I don't get it. I really don't. Because my thing is that it's like it's a party that obviously they hyped up Kamala. From my understanding, they never mentioned Kamala. They never mentioned the others that's been on this. It's almost like, and it literally shows. They don't care. And that brings me back to, that whole loyalty thing. How I think Anna Navarro said something about Trump supporters being loyal. And what did she say? I don't want to put words in her mouth. She said that he only wants people that are loyal to him and wants people. My thing is that when it comes, obviously, y'all see what this is. There's no loyalty within the Democratic Party. And everything is literally showing. Now they're trying to figure out who can be that candidate, for the Democratic Party. They don't have none. I mean, it's literally like it's going downhill for them. I'm going to show y'all why after this video.
People are out. Chuck Schumer, we see Chuck Schumer. You're not getting the coverage because they're boring. Mm-hmm. They're not as much of a...
I wanted to talk about Chuck Schumer the other day.
See, and then you have Sonny. Sonny is a person that is very, very in denial. Whoopi is steady saying that they don't have anybody, that's out there. And Sonny is saying, basically, this person is out. No, it's that just goes to show you. And that's why it makes me so mad, because there are people that loves Sonny, loves watching the video. I don't know who, but there's people that actually love these ladies and that listen to these ladies. And if they're doing it, they're obviously going to follow what these ladies are saying. Sonny steady in denial about it. This person's out there. Obviously they're not. If Whoopi and everybody else sitting at these tables is complaining that nobody's out there, nobody, Sonny is always listening.
Mm-hmm. They're not Hakeem as much of a...
She said Hakeem is out there on social media. Hakeem is out there on social media. We talking about the first time I seen Hakeem Jeffries, Sonny. That's how I look at him. I'm the first time I seen him, and then I watched him again because I try to find, something, just try to find anything that's positive. I don't like Hakeem.
Talk about Chuck Schumer the other day.
but
I'm starting to think Sonny got a crush on Hakeem as much as she talked.
I wanted to talk about Chuck Schumer the other day.
Need to figure out what's going on with that husband of yours.
But I guess what I'm saying is I'm saying to people are doing what they can do. They have a very slim minority. What am I saying?
Minority, yeah.
Minority. And they're doing what they can, and they're as vocal as they can be. But if you're not getting the information,
and
you're not hearing it, and we're not, and you're not getting it the way you used to get all kinds of information, it's hard to break through.
Remember when Trump used to call in constantly? Yeah. He was on this show.
We seen this clip. If y'all want to check this clip out, y'all can check it out from yesterday. But I'm pretty sure y'all don't want to hear from The View. But I had to show that clip because it just shows, it literally shows how much, they're so in denial. They're so hateful. And then they have all this hate and bashing and putting it all in one pot and being negative. And they messed themselves over at the end of the day. They really messed themselves over at the end of the day. Check it out here. It says, should Speaker Johnson ban AOC and Jasmine Crockett? Yes or no? You literally have a whole bunch of yeses. Not to mention, checking this out, says here,
Hey, it's Attorney Jasmine Crockett, your candidate for State Rep in House District 100, and I've got a really important message. Really important message. And it's not just that Election Day is going to be July 14th, where I'm going to be on your ballot and I should be your choice for State Rep in House District 100, but also that the last day to register, if you've not registered just yet, is going to be June 15th, and that is Monday. So please make sure you get your voter registration in. We want to make sure that your voice is heard. We absolutely want to make sure.
It's a no-go. You know what I mean? It's a no-go. Literally says right here. Let's check it out. Rep. This is from Dom on X. Jasmine Crockett now has reported net worth of $9 million, despite being paid $174,000 a year. But has a net worth of $9 million. She has a $2 million townhouse in Dallas, $1.5 million loft in Austin, Texas, and another, this is a lakefront cabin in Texas, $1.5 million. Crockett's net worth grew last year during the 2024 election, where she became overnight star for the DNC. There are now reports that Crockett is eyeing a 2028 presidential run. Oh my, it's getting even worse. It's getting even worse, y'all. I didn't, and the crazy thing is, I seen this link, and it was something else, and I didn't click on it. I didn't click on it. And I should have, and I'm glad that I did, because I didn't even know about this, that she was even eyeing to run, which I know if she does is obviously going to be another landslide. But it just goes to show y'all like how messed up, how corrupt things are, and like they are, And one thing about it, I've said to myself numerous of times, even I forgot who I was talking to, but I've said that one thing about it is that everything that they're doing when it comes to not just Jasmine, when it comes to AOC, I think we cover Letitia James, how they're having these $170,000, $190,000 they're paid. They're them getting paid that, and their net worth being millions and millions of dollars. Them having different homes. Them out a lakefront cabin, bro, in Texas, $1.5 million. This stuff is insane, and I'm absolutely glad that they're under investigation. I'm telling y'all. Here's another. I can't show this whole video, y'all. I absolutely can't show this whole video. It is pretty wild. And one thing about it, I'm a person that obviously I'm big when it comes to the homeless and stuff like that. I know a lot of people probably don't really care, about that. But I'm a person that, like I said before in my videos, that I had having a car club. I've been having, I think that I done had 3 different car clubs. Most of them, which all of them ran with my father. And we love giving out to the homeless. It is very important, giving out to the homeless, rather their situation, whatever's going on, with their situation. I don't look at that. One thing about it, I always turn to God. And that's one thing about it. You know what I mean? Regardless, I don't care if that $5, whatever it goes, he needed it or she needed it more than me. And that's how I look. I'm just a person of that. Rather it's $5, $10, $50, $100. I don't want people saying, oh, you just get $5. Rather, whatever it is. I just use that as an example. But y'all have it here. This is in San Francisco. $24 billion tax dollars spent on the homeless crisis. says a recent audit showed no one knows where that money went. I literally just explained to y'all about what's going on, you know, within all these people when it comes to AOC, Letitia James, Kamala, Jasmine Crockett. When it comes to all these Democrats, you know, and they having, you know, they're supposed to be getting paid, you know, 150,000, 170, and then millionaires. I'm telling you, a lot of this stuff is literally messed up. And one thing about it, I'm so glad that Trump is in office because when it came to Joe Biden, they're looking at the fact, oh, Joe Biden, he's on a beach sleep somewhere. Oh, Joe Biden, he doing this. Mastermind. You know, you having these, you know, these different people. You got Kamala Harris in there. You know what I mean? You having so much going on. You know, taxpayers paying for, again, this is money from tax when it comes to Jasmine. You got 1.5 million here for a lakefront, 1.5 million for a loft, $2 million townhouse. Like, come on with that, y'all. Telling you. Says thanks to Gavin Newsom and Kamala Harris. Check this out. I don't know what they're gonna say, so I have to mute that. I don't want nobody saying nothing crazy, but I started at the middle of this video, and it was a fight, you know, between, and it just shows you just how nasty it is. It shows you how nasty it is. These are things that people obviously aren't going to show. You know what I mean? These are things that people aren't going to show. But luckily, you know, you have YouTubers, influencers, independent journalists, you know, such and such, like myself, you know, that are going to show these things because a lot of people need to see. What people fail to realize, there aren't just people that love Trump on my channel. There are people that, you know, don't know what's going on. There are people that don't like Trump. There are people that don't support him. There's people that, you know, absolutely just talk crazy. But one thing about it is that what I love is that it's showing people, you know, what's actually going on. You know what I mean? And then the crazy thing about this whole situation, it's about to be crazy. Breaking. Kamala Harris is the leading Democratic candidate for California governor in 2026. 57% support for Kamala Harris. Y'all seen what I just showed y'all throughout this whole video of what's going on within Kamala and the Democratic Party. And people yet don't understand what's actually going on. And it's absolutely, you know, insane. And it's our job, you know, myself, other creators, to show what's actually going on. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. Definitely apologize for the long video. Stay tuned for the next video drop tonight. Catch you on next one.